Tim, and we're going to be
So,
breaking down the MLB slate. I believe it's 15 games. Get the full slate today. We get basketball, the NBA. We have 2 games in the National Basketball Association, and we get the return of hockey for Game 1 of the semifinals between the New York Islanders and the Tampa Bay Lightning. How are we doing so far this morning, Tim?
I can't complain. Woke up, started watching the IEM Summer Finals for Counter-Strike. Gambit's up 1-0, so I have money on them today, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, overall, hoping for a good day. It was a decent day yesterday. I think 3-3 day. Slightly profitable just because I had some dogs. But today I got some more chalky plays, I guess. I got a couple 120s, 130s. So just hoping to get some wins today and make some money.
Absolutely, that's always the goal.
Is it?
All right, a little bit of a recap of what happened yesterday. Looking at me, I only had baseball yesterday, so I only have baseball to recap. I went 2-3-1 in baseball yesterday. I had a push from Kansas City first 5, Kansas City, Oakland first 5, under 5. It was 2 outs, 3-2 count, first and second, and of course Oakland drives in the 5th run to push my total with 2 outs at the 5th. So that was just that type of luck on that game. And then I had losses from Houston, which apparently forgot there was a baseball game yesterday. The Tampa Bay run line, which was looking great. They were up 5-0. And then Baltimore hits a grand slam. And no more runs after that. No cover. And then the LA Angels, I had them first 5 -0.5. And they were down 5-0. They made it 5-4 at the end of the 5th. And apparently I should have just bet it full game because they end up coming back and beating the Diamondbacks 8-6. That was just a game where I should have bet the full game instead of the first 5. I did get wins from the Cincinnati Reds and the Colorado Rockies over 9. I believe that hit in like the 5th inning. And then also the Mets at plus 125. They cash again. A very nice win for the Mets yesterday as they continue to roll on. So it's been a fun. It was an okay day. Basically, what saved me last night was surprisingly UFC. I had Moreno last night to win against Figueiredo at plus 165. That one cashed. I also had the under 4.5 in that fight. That one cashed. And I had I sprinkled quarter units on round 3, 4, and 5. So I cashed an 18-1 ticket for Brandon Moreno in the 3rd round. It was a quarter unit to win 4.5 units. So I was very happy with that result as well. So UFC kind of saved my night last night. But other than that fight, all my other fights were losers. I had Collier and Felipe under. I had the second fight, the Ziam Ventimiglia fight under, and I had the Adesanya Vettori fight under. All those went over. But the one that I won me everything back. So that's all that really mattered last night. So it was an okay night last night. It was about a break even. So that's all I gotta say there.
Yeah. Last night I had the Jazz last night, which all of a sudden they go to LA and get absolutely blown to pieces. That doesn't really make sense to me.
I was favoring LA in that.
Okay. I had the Mets yesterday, which they went up like 2-0 in the first and didn't look back. I had the Angels. They won 8-7. Crazy comeback there.
Was 8-7?
Yeah.
Oh.
I had Red Sox yesterday. Didn't really work out too well. I did have Cincinnati, which won, and then I did have the Astros, who lost. But how about that Texas Ranger game? 12-1.
Yeah, that was not the result I was hoping for. I had the Dodgers as my second leg of my 2-leg parlay with the Rays. But it is what it is. I have another 2-leg parlay today with the Rays and the Dodgers, switching it up from yesterday, which was the Rays and the Dodgers. But that being said, that's a little hint of what you're going to see for today.
Yeah, and then the only other thing I had last night is I threw a bet on Martin Vittori last night, hoping that he would be able to beat Izzy, and
No.
he did not. He almost had him in the third round, but other than that, Izzy propped up real quick, and that didn't last long. So no,
Yeah, he almost had that choke. That would have been great. I had the under.
yeah, but all good. We get to look at today now. What's up, Joshua? Good morning. Save the puck. Stimmy, yo, what up, bros? Great fights last night. I got to watch a couple of them. So, Nate Diaz looked good, and well,
Nate Diaz proves that if the UFC were ever to go to 7-round fights, he'd be the greatest fighter in the world because he's got stamina for freaking days. That guy, Nate Diaz. Also, I saw an interesting stat. Some sports books with that Nate Diaz fight had more money bet on Nate Diaz than they did the entire Bellator card the day before. So, if I saw another tweet, they said if Diaz would have won last night, that would have been the biggest loss for, I think it was Bet Online, since Holly Holm over Ronda Rousey.
oh geez.
So yeah.
Good morning, Gloria, and what's up, Marcos? What up, Earle Twin guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, we got a little bit of a slate today, so let's go ahead and jump into the action. We can get all the games in because we actually have hockey today too, and 2 basketball, and we got some plays to get into. So let's go ahead and jump into it.
Absolutely. We're going to start it off here with the San Francisco Giants and the Washington Nationals. We have Johnny Cueto taking on Joe Ross in this matchup around a minus 109 for I didn't see these lines. Minus 109 for minus 110.
Minus 109, minus 101. Essentially a pick 'em here.
Got a pick 'em game here then between these two teams. What are we looking at for this first game, Tim?
I didn't bet this one. If anything, I would be leaning towards the Giants. Giants have just been playing. So they're the number 1 team in the National League. They're only behind the Tampa Bay Rays by half a game for number 1 in the MLB. This team is good. Buster Posey's hit a fountain of youth. It's just a weird year. Cueto's been pitching well. He's 4-2, 3.7. For his standards, I think that's pretty good. If anything, I would be leaning towards the Giants in this game. I don't have a bet on this one at this time, but might add the Giants to my card later on in the day.
Yeah, for me, I actually do have a play on this game. I have the first 5 under 4.5. This is a spot where the Nationals have been playing towards the under recently. They're under in 8 of their last 10 games, 3 in a row. San Francisco has gone under in 6 of 10 and 4 in a row. These are 2 teams that have question marks on offense, to say the least. This Nationals team continues to struggle to put up runs. And I think that we're going to see a lower scoring game like we had the first 2 games or the first 3 games of the series because we saw a doubleheader with 2 low scoring games as well. So I like the first 5 under 4.5. I got it at plus 105, and I like this. I like the price for it.
Yeah, I couldn't jump on either side right now. Good morning. Great in baseball lost the Jazz. Yeah, I know. It happens. I figured they would be in a good spot. The fact that we were getting 5 points from them was a little. I would never have backed the Clippers minus 5.
It's a trap.
I would never have backed the Clippers minus 5. I don't think that would have been a spot. WNBA. Nick, do we have any WNBA?
We do have a play up, and for the how many people watching the stream? What, 10? It's the Las Vegas Aces.
There you go.
Reward the 10, 12 people that come in the first 5 minutes of our stream.
There you go. All right. We'll go ahead and move on to the next one,
where we have the New York Yankees at the Philadelphia Phillies. The money has come in on the Phillies or on the Yankees overnight. It's now a minus 115-ish for this Phillies team. Minus 118 for this Phillies team. Plus 105, 110 run back on these New York Yankees. We get Domingo Germán versus Aaron Nola for this matchup. Where are you looking at for this game?
There's only one spot that I can look at this game, and this is one of the ones I end up getting them at a minus 124 last night. I'm going with Philly. Nola's a good pitcher. He's going to pitch well. Phillies are on a roll. They've won the last 3 games. And the big thing is, the heck's going on with the Yankees? They've dropped to 4th place in the American League East. They've lost their last 2 games. They lost 6 out of their last 10. They're not playing well right now, and I'm not backing them. I'm going to take the little bit of chalk. I'm going to grab the Phillies minus 115 in this matchup. Back Aaron Nola. I think the pitching advantage is 100% on the Phillies for today. Domingo Germán has been pitching all right this year, but I think that Nola is going to have a good game today, and that's going to be the spot to go to.
All right, we're going to go with a disagreement here. I'm on the New York Yankees in this spot. Domingo Germán, I think, has a pitching advantage over Aaron Nola. He's 4-3 at 3.12 ERA, 1.02 WHIP, 55 strikeouts, 12 walks, compared to Aaron Nola's 4-4, a 4.06 ERA, a 1.21 WHIP, 85 strikeouts, 17 walks, and 75 and 1/3 innings pitched. I have 2 plays on this game. I have the New York Yankees. I got them at plus 119 yesterday. I believe they're at plus 110 in our book now. And I also have the over 8 in this game. The Yankees offense has been clicking, and I do not trust this Philadelphia bullpen. The total is only 8. I think both teams will be able to put up a couple runs each. This Yankees team has gone over in 8 of their last 10 games. They've gone over in 6 straight. Yesterday, it was an 8-7 game. And they just taxed that. Philly just taxed their bullpen instead of the Yankees. So I can see a little bit more bullpen here, and I like the over as well in this game. I have plays on both over and Yankees.
Okay. I need your best bet. I only have $30 in my account. Best bets over at picksandparlays.net. No, I'm kidding. Well, we're giving out a couple good plays. If there's any of them that match up, go with it. Me and Nick are pretty good. We already gave out our WNBA play free on the thing, so take that. We're number 1 on the site for WNBA, so go with that.
Yep. But our next matchup here is the San Diego Padres and the New York Mets. We're getting Chris Paddock versus Joey LaChucci in this one. Mets are the Padres now a minus 130, a plus 120 run back for the New York Mets. Where are we looking at for this one, Tim?
I'm grabbing out my broom. We're sweeping. I think the Mets sweep today. Joey LaChucci has not been pitching that well this year, but he pitched fantastic against the Padres the last game he went out. He allowed 1 home run, and then after that pitched 6 solid innings. I'm pulling up his game log now. He lost yesterday, his last game. But he did pitch almost 5 innings, allowed 1 run on 4 hits. So if he didn't allow that home run to Manny Machado, he probably could have been in for a win in that one. So I'm going back to him. I think LaChucci has a solid game. Chris Paddock is 2-5 with a 4.27 ERA. He has not been pitching that well this year. I'm going to be grabbing the Mets today. I'm not really too interested in the Padres. Plus, if we look at a little bit of trends, Mets have won 3 straight games, 6 out of the last 10. Looking at the San Diego Padres, have lost 4 straight. They've lost 7 out of their last 10. They're on a free fall. Give me the Mets to sweep in New York today, where they are the number 1 home team in the MLB.
Yeah, I was looking at that. The only thing is, I do not trust Joey LaChucci. I'm sorry. He's 1-4, 5.79 ERA, 1.21 WHIP, 30 strikeouts, 8 walks, 28 innings pitched. Chris Paddock, on the other hand, is 2-5, a 4.27 ERA, 48 strikeouts, 13 walks, and 52 2/3 innings pitched. I was looking at the Mets. I don't trust LaChucci. I was looking at the under. I don't trust LaChucci or Paddock. This is just a spot where I'm just going to sit back and not going to bet this one. I definitely lean towards the Mets. I definitely lean towards the under, first 5 under for that one, which is 4. If it was 4.5, I'd probably be a little bit more intrigued. Where like a 3-1, 2-2 score would be a win rather than a push. So with that being said, I'm going to be passing on this game personally, but I would definitely lean towards the home team here to finish off the sweep and the under because even though the Padres have one of the best starting lineups in baseball, they've been struggling to hit recently. They're 3-6-1 over/under record in their last 10 games, and they've gone under in 4 straight games. So this is a team that's struggling. One thing that kind of kept me off of this San Diego side as well, or off the New York Mets side as well, the Padres are 10-3 versus left-handed pitching this year. And Joey Lucchesi is someone that most of that team has seen because he pitched with them last year. So,
yeah, that being said, he had a fantastic game against them the first time out. So
San Diego is a pitcher's ballpark.
Okay. All right, then we'll move on to the next one.
Which we have the Atlanta Braves at the Miami Marlins. And this is going to sound weird. The Marlins are going for the sweep in this game, and they are a -120 favorite versus this Atlanta Braves team. -125 now, a +115 run back for these Atlanta Braves. We're getting Drew Smyly versus Pablo Lopez in this matchup. Looking at it, Pablo Lopez 2-3, a 2.76 ERA, 1.09 WHIP, 76 strikeouts. Oof, that was tough. 19 walks, 75 innings pitched. On the opposite side, Drew Smyly's 2-3, a 5.82 ERA, 1.41 WHIP, 43 strikeouts, 19 walks, and 51 innings pitched so far this season. I was looking at the dog in this one, the Atlanta, to avoid the sweep, but I'm not going to jump in front of, or I'm not going to try to catch a falling knife here with Atlanta. They've lost 6 of their last 10. They've lost 4 in a row. This is a struggling Atlanta team who is now 29-33. They are 12-16 on the road. They're 22-25 versus left-handed pitching. Nothing is pointing me in the way to take the Atlanta Braves other than maybe the price. I think this should be a little bit closer, but by being a little bit more closer, I'm thinking +110 instead of +115. So with that being said, it's not enough value for me to jump on this Atlanta team, especially the way they have been playing. And this Miami Marlins team, nothing's telling me to bet them either. They're 16-13 at home, so they're okay at home, but 7-12 versus left-handed pitching. This is a Miami team. Pablo Lopez is on the mound, so if there's any positive with that, he has been one of their best pitchers. So probably a lean towards the Braves though in this game. I'm not betting it.
All right, real quick. Anyone like the Nationals? No, I'm not. I would be leaning more towards the Giants in that one.
I'm on first 5 under.
For this one, I already put it in. I'm on Miami. It's all about trends, all about streaks. Miami has won 3 straight. Atlanta has lost 4 straight. I'm not going to be back in Atlanta, especially with the ace of Miami on the mound in Pablo Lopez. Lopez has been pitching really well this year. His record does not show it because Marlins don't provide run support, but I do like the Marlins to finish off the sweep today. I'm gonna be grabbing a bunch of slight favorites in this one, so Miami's gonna be one of those on the list. Give me Pablo Lopez. Give me the Miami Marlins to finish off the sweep today against the struggling Atlanta Falcons. Yeah, Atlanta Braves.
Yeah, I know the Falcons were playing yet.
Jeez. Oh, they're struggling anyway.
Yeah. Kyle Pitts hasn't really hit yet, or Matt Ryan, his arm's been struggling this year. He's struggling with his throwing accuracy.
Yep.
But oh well.
Totally.
All right. Heading into our next game here, we have the Colorado Rockies and the Cincinnati Reds in this matchup. Let's take a look at the odds for this one. We have the Reds at a -155, -160, +145-ish for these Colorado Rockies. The over/under for this game is now 10 for this match. We have pitching matchup Antonio Senzatella versus Tony Sattelin making his debut today. Where are we looking at for this one?
The other direction. This one's not a game I want to get to. Yes, Cincinnati has been playing fantastic. They've won 2 straight. They've won 7 out of their last 10. They're actually winning games, which is good for them. On the other side, you get Colorado, who's lost 3 straight, lost 6 out of 10, and has won 5 games on the road this year. They're 5-27 now.
5-26.
Yeah, not a spot that you would want to get to for the Colorado side. If anything, it's a lean towards the Reds, but I'm not paying a -158, especially on somebody who has not pitched this year. So this one's going to be a pass for me, but lean towards the Reds, but it'd have to be Reds run line.
Yeah, for me, it's Reds or nothing, but I do have a play on this game. It's on the total. I got the over at 9.5 last night. It is now 10. And I'm not going to give out a bad line. I bet the over. I am not giving it out as a video play though because I liked it at 9.5. At 10, I think that has lost a little bit of its value. I do like the over though in this game. Antonio Senzatella is 2-6, a 4.62 ERA, 1.43 WHIP, 42 strikeouts, 17 walks, and 64 in the third innings pitched. And we haven't seen anything from Settling yet. And this Colorado team, they've gone over in 6 of their last 10, 3 straight. Cincinnati 6-3-1 over under record in their last 10. They've gone over in 4 straight. And this is a Cincinnati ballpark that is definitely prone to giving up a lot of runs, especially during this time of the year where it's heating up. They got the river right next to them. It's going to be a humid day, probably humid day in Cincinnati. Expect some baseballs to be flying. I like the over in this game, but 10 is a little high for me. I got it at 9.5 last night.
Gotcha. Gloria likes the Marlins as well today, which is nice because I like to get backed up. Matthew says that he likes the Nats Giants under. Ross has been pitching great, but Cueto has been shaky. That's why it's a pick 'em. All right, this one's not a pick 'em.
No, we got the Cleveland Indians and the Seattle Mariners. We're getting Shane Bieber versus Logan Gilbert. And the line here, a -215 now for these Indians, a +195 for the Mariners. Mariners had a 4-0 lead yesterday, and they gave that one up. Where are we looking at in this game?
Well, I mean, you have to take the money line on the Cleveland Indians at -200. No, this one's a pass for me. If anything, you have to go run line, but even then, it's at a -117. So no, thank you. Shane Bieber has been pitching like Shane Bieber, 7-3, a little bit under a 3 ERA. Logan Gilbert is 1-2, a little bit under 5, I should say. No, this is a spot where Cleveland's gonna win. It's not. They're going for the sweep today. I think they get it against a struggling Seattle team. Lean towards the run line with Cleveland, but not going to be too interested in going after it.
Yeah, I was slightly looking at the Mariners last night. They were a +205, so some money has come in on Seattle, surprisingly. I like them more at 205 than they were at 195, than they are at 195. Logan Gilbert, he's 1-2, a 4.98 ERA, 1.25 WHIP, 23 strikeouts, 7 walks, and 21 2/3 innings pitched. He's just someone who hasn't been able to put it together so far at the major league level. And on the opposite side, Shane Bieber, 7-3, 2.96 ERA, 1.19 WHIP, 122 strikeouts, 31 walks, and 85 innings pitched. It's tough to go against Shane Bieber, especially with this Seattle Mariners lineup. I'm not going to then. This is not a spot I want to get to. A lot of these Seattle Mariners hitters haven't really seen Bieber either. Only one of these batters have seen him at least 5 times. Mitch Haniger is 3 for 9 against him. But I'm not getting involved in this game at all.
Yeah, no, you really can't.
All
We'll go throw up that game now.
Yeah, we get the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. Robbie Ray takes on Martin Perez. Where are we looking at for this one?
I did not bet this one. Looking at it, if anything, maybe a look towards the total in this one. 10.5. Maybe a lean towards the under. But honestly, this line's really, really high. In all honesty, you probably could go after the Red Sox as well. Plus money. Martin Perez, I feel like, is the pitching advantage there. But very, very slightly. If anything, I would want to grab Boston plus money, maybe a slight look at the under. But this one's not a game I went after. Not a good option for me. And I've gone after the Red Sox the first 2 games of the series. I'm not going after them again today. I'm going to pass on this one.
Yeah, for me, I was looking at this game a little bit. I was looking towards the Red Sox at that plus money. Martin Perez has been pitching better this season. He was not someone I liked to back last year, and this year is a little bit different. 4-3, a 3.88 ERA, and 1.34 WHIP. 54 strikeouts, 21 walks, and 16 1/3 innings pitched. Robbie Ray on the opposite side, 3-2, a 3.36 ERA, 1.10 WHIP, 82 strikeouts, 14 walks, and 64 1/3 innings pitched. I slightly lean towards the Red Sox in this game. Looking at batters versus pitchers, a couple of these guys do have plenty of at-bats. The Red Sox players have plenty of at-bats against Robbie Ray. 2 of them in specific. Hunter Renfroe is 3 for 23, so not much success against Robbie Ray. And maybe look at a home run prop for Enrique Hernandez. He is 9 for 41 against Robbie Ray. That's 4 home runs against him. Just something to put out there as well. But yeah, I'm looking probably it's Red Sox or pass for me, and I'm not getting involved in this one.
No, that makes sense. All right, we get to go on to the next one,
which is the Chicago White Sox and the Detroit Tigers. We're getting Carlos Rondon versus, what's this guy's first name? Oh, of course, it's Kyle Funkhauser. Sweet name. Carlos Rondon, 5-2, a 1.96 ERA, 0.89 WHIP, 88 strikeouts, 15 walks, and 59 2/3 innings pitched. Funkhauser, 0-0, 2.7 ERA, 1.02 WHIP, 14 strikeouts, 7 walks, and 16 2/3 innings pitched. And should be I don't know if a close game is something we'll say about this one. A -215 for the White Sox, a +195 for the Tigers. Looking at this game, the Tigers don't have too much success here, I don't think. Miggy is 7 for 15 against Carlos Rondon. Jonathan Scoop is 4 for 10. Grossman's 3 for 11. All the other ones haven't faced him, and Nico Goodrum's 0 for 7. So not much success against Rondon, and no one's seen more Funkhauser more than 3 times in this on this lineup. For me, I'm staying away from this game. It would be a slightly probably towards the Tigers just because they're a huge plus tag, but I'm not getting involved with this, and I'm not fading Carlos Rondon with Kyle Funkhauser. These 2 teams, or the Tigers, have been struggling of late. They've lost 7 of their last 10 games. They've lost 2 in a row, and they're going up against a Chicago team that's playing really well right now. They're 7-3 in their last 10 games. They won 3 in a row. They're 24-20 versus right-handed pitching. They're 15-13 on the road, which is a nice nice road record. And this is not a White Sox team I am trying to jump in front of with the Tigers.
I know all the numbers are leaning towards the Chicago White Sox, but how can you bet against a guy named Funkhauser? I'm sorry, that is one of the best names in the MLB right now. Just because of that, I'm going to grab the Detroit Tigers on the run line. Plus, no, this one's a pass for me. I just wanted to make a funny joke about that awesome name, Funkhauser. Yeah, this one should be a blowout. If anything, look towards the Chicago White Sox run line, which is, never mind, a -142. No, this one's a pass for me. Not interested in going after this one. Love the name Funkhauser though.
Yeah. All right. Our next matchup should be the Baltimore Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays. I was looking at the wrong one. For this game, we have Bruce Zimmerman and Michael Waka 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 for this matchup. 4-3. Bruce Zimmerman is this so far this season. That's a surprisingly positive record for a Baltimore Orioles team. 4.83 ERA, a 1.46 WHIP, 50 strikeouts, 17 walks, and 54 innings pitched. Waka is 1-1, a 4.54 ERA, 1.19 WHIP, 30 strikeouts, 10 walks, and 37 2/3 innings pitched. And the line for this game, you can get the Rays for minus 181, a plus 166 run back on this game. And for me, I have the Rays in my 2-leg parlay with the Dodgers. Other than that, I'm not really getting involved in this game from a straight betting perspective. Looking at these lineups, no one has more than 2 at-bats against Bruce Zimmerman, and no one other than Joey Wendell has a hit against Bruce Zimmerman on this lineup. That being said, no one's really faced him. On this Baltimore lineup, once again, not much experience versus Michael Waka. Franco is 5 for 15. Freddie Galvis is 2 for 16. So not much success versus Waka either in this matchup. Maybe a lean towards the under in this game, seeing that these two teams aren't really hitting them. That being said, I just have Tampa Bay as a parlay piece today.
Yeah, if you're going after Tampa, it is run line or it is nothing. And for me, it's going to be nothing today. I'm not really too interested in going after it. The one thing is that you will get Tampa Bay run line at plus money, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
But they are a home team, and it is Michael Waka going, and I don't know how much I could trust Michael Waka. Yeah, if anything, it's Tampa Bay or nothing for me, but it'll be nothing for this game.
Alrighty then. Then our next matchup here is going to be the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Milwaukee Brewers. Will Crow, Adrian Houser for this matchup. You're getting the Brewers at a minus 195, a plus 179 run back on these Pirates. And where are we looking at for this game?
This has been a very similar situation all day long. I'm not grabbing a minus 195 favorite. And then looking at it, their run line is actually at even money, which is kind of nice. I'm not going to touch it though. It's got to be Milwaukee or nothing for me. It's just not a spot that I want to go after Pittsburgh. Milwaukee has been streaking. They've won 3 straight, and 8 out of their last 10. Pittsburgh has lost 6 straight. I might end up adding Milwaukee run line to my card later. Don't have it now. If I do, I'll post it up on our Twitter, which is at Earle Sports Bets, if you guys want to check that out and follow us there. But no, this one's going to be a pass for me. I trust Houser. I just don't want to get to it right now.
Yeah, this is a game where I don't know. For me, I don't know why, but I was tempted to look at like Colorado, Seattle, Detroit, or Pittsburgh here today because I feel like 2 things that really go well on Sundays for baseball are unders and underdogs. And I feel like one of these teams is going to get us a huge upset win today, and I think it potentially could be Pittsburgh. You're getting a nice little price tag for them. I believe they're around a plus 170 now. I'm not. I my bad, plus 180. I'm not personally betting them, but I wouldn't be surprised if Pittsburgh pulls off the upset in this game. Maybe Pittsburgh first 5 in this game because we saw Pittsburgh get off to a quick start yesterday, and Milwaukee had to come back in the game. So maybe Pittsburgh first 5, if anything, get the better team for the full game, get the lesser team for just the first 5 innings. Because I think as this game goes on further, that's when Milwaukee will have their chance to come back because they've done that in back-to-back games where they've had a lot of later runs. Because I believe yesterday they were up 4-0, and I think Pittsburgh would have won the first 5 if I'm not mistaken. Nope, never mind. They had a 4-0 lead in the top of the second. That was gone by the 4th. never mind. I didn't watch that game. Obviously, I just watch scores and I look at statistics. But yeah, this is a spot where potentially, if you like the Pirates, I'm not going to talk you off of it. Probably look Pirates first 5, if anything, in this game.
Yeah, no, I agree with that one. I just can't back the Pirates.
Yeah, I just don't want to back the Pirates either. They're 10-21 on the road. They're 19-31 against right-handed pitching. They're 3-7 of their last 10 games, and they've lost 6 in a row. This is not a Pittsburgh team to be trusted.
Now, yeah, if they won a couple games in a row, maybe I'd look at them. No,
or at least won yesterday. If they could have held on to that 4-0 lead and won yesterday,
yes,
I would have money on Pittsburgh today.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next game here, Houston Astros and Minnesota Twins. Michael Pineda versus Framber Valdez in this matchup. And so a decent amount of money has come in on these Houston Astros overnight. The Astros now at -140, -145, a +130-ish for these Minnesota Twins. And I wish I waited till this morning. Because last night I bet the Twins at +128, +128. It's only a 3-cent line movement, so not a lot of money. Now that I realize that, but the money's coming on the Astros overnight, and I mean I can semi understand it. Framber Valdez is 2-0 and 1.47 ERA, 0.87 WHIP, 22 strikeouts, 4 walks. He's only pitched 18 in the third innings pitched this year though. Going up against Michael Pineda, he's 3-3, a 3.46 ERA, 1.10 WHIP, 50 strikeouts, 14 walks, and 52 innings pitched. And I'm on the underdog in this game. This is the game that I'm actually going to pull for the underdog. I'm going to bet the underdog. I have Minnesota in this game. I saw the way they played yesterday. That was very promising. I think Michael Pineda could have some decent success today. And I think there's value on this Twins team. My line for the Astros should be a -110, not a -140. So absolute value here on the Twins. Give me the Twins at +131 in this matchup.
Yeah, real quick before I do that, I did realize that I mentioned during the Boston game that I didn't grab anything. I looked back at my board. I do have Boston Red Sox today, so I did throw that up on my bets. With so many games, sometimes I forget who I bet on, so that's kind of concerning. But I do have Boston on my thing now. We'll scroll through. But for this game, I'll be passing. I had the Astros yesterday, and they lost. I'm not going to pay a -141 for the Astros. Not a spot I want to be taking. Stimmy likes the Twins today, but I'm personally going to be passing from this game. If anything, let me look at the total for this one. 9.5. I might look over in this game. They haven't been scoring. They didn't score that much yesterday, but I think that these two offenses are dynamic enough where 5-5 game and it's over. So,
what was the line for that Red Sox game when we went over it? Because I know the Red Sox were not a +118 when we went over that.
I don't know when we went over it, but Blue Jays are a -128 now. They were a -126 when we went over it. So yeah, +118.
Huh. I thought I didn't remember that.
And that's what I have. That's what I have on the book right now too.
Yeah, I kind of like the Red Sox at that price, to be completely honest. But we'll move on to our next game here. I'm gonna stay off that Red Sox game. We're gonna look at the Kansas City Royals though, and the Oakland Athletics. Oakland a -190, 191-ish for this game. The Royals are on that +175-ish mark. Chris Bassett versus Chris Bubik in this one. Where are we looking at for this game?
We got the Bubik today. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna be passing on this game. If anything, go after the Oakland run line is even money, so I don't mind that. I just don't see Kansas City winning this game. Bubik has been pitching decent this year though. 1-1, 3.32. I guess that's decent for the Kansas City side. Chris Bassett has been pitching better, 6-2, 3.44 ERA. He gets run support, which is kind of nice. I would be definitely favoring the Oakland Athletics in this game. Not going to be betting it, but if anything, lean towards the Oakland A's run line, and then for a total, maybe a look at the under in this game. These two teams haven't really been hitting that well lately, so maybe we can get an under.
Yeah, I was looking at the first 5 under. That is I believe a 4.5 at this point. First 5 total runs. I think it's a 4.5 for this game. Yeah, it's 4.5 minus 110 each way. I would look at the first 5 under before anything in this game, and then the Oakland Athletics probably as well. The Oakland A's are 21-18 at home this year. They're 16-9 versus left-handed pitching, and they're going up against Bubik. They've won 8 of their last 10 games. They've won the 2 in a row against this Kansas City team. First 5 minus a half is minus 133, so nothing I want to get involved with there. For that one, it's first 5 under. 4.5 for me are really nothing. Bassett 6-2, a 3.44 ERA, 1.01 WHIP, 86 strikeouts, 18 walks, and 81 innings pitched. Chris Bubik is 1-1, a 3.32 ERA, 1.34 WHIP, 32 strikeouts, 18 walks, and 38 innings pitched. For this game, it's first 5 under for me, or it's nothing, and I'm just gonna lay off this game. The first 5 under burned me on that push yesterday. I'm gonna stay off of it.
Oh yeah, LGM.
Well, we got 3 more games left on this baseball slate, and we're looking at the Texas Rangers and the LA Dodgers. Man, that was an upset last night. 12-1, the Rangers won that game. Did not expect that. Trevor Bauer did not look good. But now we get Dane Dunning versus Bueller. Sorry. Walker Bueller's looked absolutely amazing this year. It's Dodgers or nothing for me here. What's the run line on this game? It would be a minus
115.
Minus 115. I don't hate the Dodgers run line on a bounce back. After what happened yesterday. Dane Dunning, 2-4, 4.26 ERA, 1.39 WHIP, 61 strikeouts, 19 walks on 57 innings pitched. The LA Dodgers, or the Walker Buehler's 5-0, 2.56 ERA, 0.91 WHIP, 72 strikeouts, 14 walks, 77 and 1/3 innings pitched. And I am going to add this to my card. Give me the Los Angeles Dodgers on the run line to get that bounce back. This team is not going to get blown out again like that. That was an absolute embarrassment yesterday. Walker Buehler, honestly, their best pitcher, is going to go and get the job done today. Give me the Dodgers on the run line. I know it's a minus 115. I don't care. This Dodgers team is better than that, and they're going to remember that when they win like 10-0 today.
Yeah, I remember last night during Higgs late night money. 2 nights ago when he was going over that game. We were joking around, said, hey, what is the line for the LA Dodgers minus 9.5? Because I think it was like a minus 300 LA Dodger favorite at the time. Little did I know I should have been saying Texas minus 9.5.
You could have got like what, 400-1 on that total or on that line?
It had to be something crazy. Yeah. I did not expect that. I said yesterday that I would be interested in just hitting sprinkling
Rangers.
The Rangers, but I didn't do it. Stimmy did. Stimmy had the over in the Texas game. He also had the Rangers. So props to you, dude.
Hats off to you on that one. That was a hell of a play.
But no, I'm gonna be passing on this one. I don't do run lines that are minus money, and I'm not gonna be interested in the Dodgers today. So this one's just gonna be a pass for me.
All right. Heading into our second to last game of the night, we go from one LA team to the next. The LA Angels and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Patrick Sandoval versus John Duplantier for this matchup. You can get the Angels for around a minus 130. The Diamondbacks are a plus 120 in this matchup. And the woes continue for this Diamondbacks team. But they might have a decent matchup today against Patrick Sandoval. He's 0-2, a 3.62 ERA, 1.35 WHIP, 27 strikeouts, 11 walks, and 27 and 1/3 innings pitched. The only thing is the pitcher for The Diamondbacks hasn't looked good at all this year. 0-2, 10.03 ERA, 1.80 WHIP, 12 strikeouts, 8 walks. It is 11 and 2/3 innings pitched. He's gone there though, but Duplantier has not looked good in this game. I can't get involved in this game. This is disgusting. If you're back in the Diamondbacks, it makes me wonder why. This team is 3-26 in their last 29 games. They are they're potentially going to lose 10 in a row for the second time in like 25 games. That is absolutely embarrassing if you're the Diamondbacks. It'd be a slight lean towards Arizona in this game, but that's just because I don't trust Sandoval. But I'm not getting involved in this game. This is absolutely disgusting. No, thank you. I will stay far away from that one.
There is one play in this game and one play only. I grabbed the LA Angels. I grabbed them at a minus 130. I do not care. Angels have won 5 straight games and 8 out of their last 10. They've actually been playing really solid baseball lately. Granted, they've had to come back from behind 2 straight games against Arizona, but they are winning without Mike Trout, which is kind of crazy. And then looking at Arizona, 3-26 the last 29. They've lost 9 straight. No reason to back this team. Just give me the low-hanging fruit with the LA Angels. I'll grab it, and I'll go with it. Minus 130, LA Angels. Don't care about the pitchers. You just got to grab the Angels.
All right. Heading into our last game on the slate, Sunday Night Baseball. And this is our premium play, though, on picksandparlays.net. If you guys want to check that out, the link to that is in the description of the video down below. So then we're going to make our transfer from the diamond to the hardwood for the 2 NBA games we have. But, Tim, you want to say things before we make transitions?
Yes. If you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. We're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the beginning of the football season, so hopefully we can go ahead and do that. If you guys want to go over to our premium plays over at picksandparlays.net, use the link in the description. You can get 50% off our 7-day package. Big savings there. Also, I always go over the scheduling because it's important. 10 o'clock normally is not Higgs, Craig over at picksandparlays.net. Picks and Parleys YouTube channel, sorry. Me and Nick at 11. Higgs should be starting in a couple minutes at 12. Allie at 1:30. Normally there's a game time decision at 6 from Monday to Friday. Normally there's some type of total chaos at 9. I don't think there's one today. And then late night money with Sean Higgs again at 10. So make sure you guys support the entire Picks and Parleys family over there. Let's go ahead and jump into the hardwood, seeing that it is 12 o'clock and Higgs will be starting in a couple minutes. We don't want to intrude too much on him.
Yeah, we're looking at the Brooklyn Nets and the Milwaukee Bucks. -2 for these Nets, around a +115 run back for the money line on the Bucks. Brooklyn leads 2-1 this series. Game 4 in Milwaukee. What's the play?
I'm going to be going back to Brooklyn. Last game was ugly for both sides. The fact that in the first quarter, it was a 30-9 game in Game 3 is concerning. But then the comeback, but the big thing that I looked at is the 30 points in that first quarter scored by the Bucks were split 15-15 for Middleton and Giannis. Nobody else was scoring, which is highly concerning. The benches did not play well. The only people that played well in that last game, I believe, were Middleton, where is it? Middleton, Giannis on the Bucks side, who scored 33 and 35. And then the next highest scoring on the Bucks was 9 for Drew Holiday. Very, very concerning there. And then PJ Tucker he stood on the court and got no points. On the other side, Durant had 30. Brown had 16. Irving had 22. Nobody else on the team had more than 5. If the team that gets the most bench points is going to win this game. So need some performances from the bench. Big key. I think that Brooklyn's going to get it done today. I think that they'll have enough from Blake Griffin, who got in foul trouble, from Joe Harris, who only scored 3 because he fouled out real quick. They need to have more from their bench, but I think that Brooklyn can pull it out on this one. That's why I'm grabbing them -2 in this one.
All right. Then heading into the second game of the night, we have the Denver Nuggets hosting the Phoenix Suns. Suns a -3 in this game, a +125 for the Denver Nuggets. Suns lead this series 3-0. Are we sticking a fork in these Denver Nuggets and calling it a season for them?
I have a feeling we are, and it's unfortunate because I have my futures bet on them, and I quite like the team. Yeah, but for this one, I feel like there's one good spot. I'm not going after the Phoenix Suns. I feel like I don't want to go after that line. I'm going to go after the total in this game, and I'll grab the over 222 in this one. It's going to be a desperate game for the Denver Nuggets trying to come back from a 3-0, which no NBA team has ever done. And I think they're going to come out desperate. I think they're going to come out shooting the ball, and I think they got to come out shooting well. I do think Denver has a shot to push this to a Game 5. I don't think they get swept. But I do see this one going over at 222. I think that's a little bit low. 111 points each. I think it's done. I think that Denver can hold up their end, and we've already seen what Phoenix has been able to do on offense. So I like the over in this game. Lean towards Phoenix, but not going to be betting the Phoenix side. I will be betting the total over 222.
Alrighty. So then that's all we got for the basketballs today. Now we will move from the hardwood to the ice. Game number 1, New York Islanders, Tampa Bay Lightning in the semifinals for this game. And I did have a free pick video for this game last night, and I'm on the dog for this one. I like both dogs in these playoffs or in these semifinals, to be completely honest. We get the Tampa Bay Lightning here. They're around a -185, -190. The Islanders around a +170 for this game. I like the dog in this one. I think the Islanders should be a much closer team than or a much closer line than people think they should be. I would probably have this game probably lined around a -130 to -140 for this Tampa Bay Lightning, not a -190. I think the gap between these two teams has shortened since last season. And for this first game, Islanders are out for blood. This is going to be an aggressive game. This is going to be a physical game. The Islanders are out for revenge after losing in 6 games in last year's semifinals versus this team. And I realized yesterday that 3 teams that were in the semifinals last year are back in the semifinals again this year. We have the Lightning, we have the Islanders, and we have the Vegas Golden Knights. And then last year it was Dallas, not Montreal. But this is going to be a fun game. I think this is going to be a low-scoring, close game. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw this game go to overtime. I like the Islanders, though, to come out here +170, +169, +170. I think that's a great value for this Islanders team. That's so scrappy. And always, they're never getting blown out. If you notice, the Islanders never get blown out. When they lose, it's always by 1 or 2 goals. Like, this is a team that they're a pain in the ass to play against because they will just hang around, wait for you to make a mistake, and strike. The only question mark for me for the Islanders is, will they be able to strike against Andrei Vasilevsky, which has been absolutely phenomenal in these playoffs. They got lucky. Tuukka Rask was not 100% in the last round, and Tristan Jarry was absolutely horrible in net in round number 1 for them. But nevertheless, I think the Eastern Division was a better division than the Central Division this year. And I think the Islanders take game 1 here against the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Sounds good. All right, let's go over a recap of today, and then we'll go head out. We'll send you guys over to Higstream. I'm going after the Philadelphia Phillies today, going after the Mets, Marlins, Red Sox, Angels for baseball. And then I like the Brooklyn Nets and the over in the Denver Phoenix game.
I'm on the New York Yankees, not the Philadelphia Phillies today. I'm on the over 9.5 between the Reds and the Rockies. I'm on the Minnesota Twins at plus 128. I'm on the first 5 under 4.5 for San Fran and Washington. And I hopped on the Dodger run line, minus 1.5 runs at minus 115. And for hockey, I'm on the New York Islanders plus 169. And then Las Vegas Aces minus 8.
Sounds good. But we'll let you wrap it up. We put the link in the chat for Higgs' stream, so go check him out. Tell him we say hi. Tell him that we sent you. But Nick, wrap it up.
That's going to just about do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I want to thank you guys, as always, for hanging out. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, like and subscribe, subscribe and turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified whenever we go live, which is every single day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here on Earle Sports Bets. I want to thank you guys, as always, for watching. My name is Nicholas Earle. I was joined here with my brother, Tim. Thank you guys, and good luck.
See ya.